Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm passionate about helping people live well, not just survive. Over the past decade, science has blown the lid off the old idea that you are what you inherit. We now know that your genes are only one piece of the puzzle. The rest comes from how those genes are expressed. And that's where epigenetics and nutrigenomics come in. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 core ideas. 1, what is genomic wellness? 2, what is epigenetics? How do we switch genes on and off? 3, what is nutrigenomics? How food and nutrients talk to your genes. And finally, how you can use this to become the healthiest version of you. First, genomic wellness. Let's think of this like your genome is your operating system, the full set of genes you were born with. But just as no computer runs perfectly on default, your body's operating system doesn't operate in isolation. Genomic wellness is the concept of optimizing your lifestyle, environment, nutrition, and mindset so that your genetic blueprint works for you and not against you. It means identifying genetic risk factors through testing when appropriate, but also understanding that those risks can often be mitigated or altered by how you live. It's not about fear. It's about empowerment. Epigenetics. More important than the genes themselves. This is what really changes the game. The word epi means above. So epigenetics refers to the factors above your genes that regulate whether a gene is turned on or off. A classic metaphor is your DNA is like a piano keyboard. You have all the keys, but epigenetics is like who's pressing which keys, when, and how hard. Dr. Mark Hyman explains that our behavior, our diet, stress, sleep, movement, thoughts literally influences which genes are activated or silenced. In other words, genes are not your fate. They are options. And as research shows us, up to 90% of our health outcomes are influenced by this environment around the gene. So epigenetics is the levers we have in life to shift towards health. Next, nutrigenomics is where things really get exciting because this is actionable science. Nutrigenomics studies how the food and nutrients you eat communicate with your genes. Now, nutrients can turn genes on or off or modify how strongly they express. Dr. Mark Hyman calls food a kind of biological code. You can literally upgrade or downgrade your biological software with what you choose to eat. If you have a genetic variant that affects, say, detox pathways, methylation, or inflammation, nutrigenomics helps us know, look, okay, this person may need more methyl donors, maybe less of a certain nutrient, or stronger antioxidants. In simple terms, nutrigenomics is the study of how what you eat talks to your genes and how your genes shape how you respond to food. Now, you might be wondering, how do real people use this? Well, Cindy O'Meara has been teaching that our environment matters, not just what's in our food, but what we expose our bodies to daily. Chemicals, stress, ultra-processed foods. And Dr. Mark Hyman emphasizes that even with genetic risk, lifestyle and diet choices can flip the switch toward wellness, not disease. And I've seen clients who, when they adjust their diet, reduce exposures, support methylation, manage stress, report reduced symptoms, improved labs, better energy, clearer minds. Because they're no longer fighting against their genes, they're working with them. Here's a 3-step starter plan. No overwhelm, just meaningful changes. Number 1, know your baseline. Begin with foundational lab or methylation markers, inflammation, nutrient levels, and if appropriate, consider a genetic test designed for functional insight, not just ancestry. Number 2, focus on real nutrient-rich whole foods, reduce processed chemical exposures, improve your sleep, improve movement, stress management, the classic epigenetic levers. And number 3, target your support based on your lab's genetic support with specific nutrients, targeted protocols, and lifestyle shifts. Importantly, progress over perfection. These are levers you adjust over time. It's not an all or nothing situation. So that's your quick primer. Genomic wellness equals optimizing your genetic operating system. Epigenetics equals switching genes on or off via your environment. And Nutrigenomics equals how food talks to your genes. So if you're ready to understand your body on a deeper level, reduce inflammation, balance your energy, support mood, hormones, and brain health, and design a lifestyle that works with your DNA instead of against it, I'd love to help you get started. Book your complimentary midlife wellness assessment. It's your opportunity to discover how your genes, nutrition, and lifestyle can work together to create your healthiest, most vibrant years ahead. Head to www.radiatewellness.com.au or click on the link in my bio, because your genes spark the story, but your lifestyle shapes the ending.